Welcome back to my G1 Retro Reviews. Today, we're taking a look at the original Transformers series episode, Auto Berserk. In this episode, the Autobots create a new super weapon to use against the Decepticons. But when Red Alert is damaged in battle, his paranoia goes into overdrive, and he ends up allying himself with Starscream. This episode begins with the Autobots testing out their new super weapon against the Decepticons, the Negavator. But then, Red Alert's spidey sense goes off, and they are attacked by Soundwave.
Eject, rumble, frenzy, ravage, buzzsaw, destroy Autobots.
What, no Laserbeak? He must have had the day off. Although, when we see Buzzsaw in this episode, he's colored like Laserbeak. So either the animators messed up and used Laserbeak's character model instead of Buzzsaw's, or Soundwave called the wrong name, or maybe Buzzsaw was sleeping and Laserbeak was like, "Don't worry bro, I got this one," and he went out for him. But it is kind of weird and sort of cute how Soundwave and his little cassette buddies managed to hold off the Autobots by themselves. Maybe Soundwave should use more of his cassettes more often. The Autobots become trapped in the building, while Soundwave goes after the Negavator.
My beautiful bunker's rubble! Someday I want to build something that doesn't get trashed.
I wonder if this is supposed to be a reference to the previous episode, the Master Builders. So, while trying to defend the Negavator, Optimus Prime gets body-checked by Little Frenzy, and Rumble steals the Negavator. Aww, Soundwave must be a very proud papa. But unfortunately for the Decepticons, Inferno manages to short-circuit the Negavator, and they retreat. So Red Alert feels betrayed that Inferno left him, but I just think it's pretty cute how everybody keeps calling him Red for short. Aww. Although it is kind of ironic, because he'd actually be known as simply Alert in Japan.
I'm always alert.
Sadly, it seems that Red's spider sense seems to be on the fritz, leading them into a Decepticon ambush, where we see them show off some of the new toys in the 1985 toy line. Specifically, Smokescreen manages to take out all 6 of the Seekers, including the new Coneheads. Only $14.99 at your local Toys R Us. He also fires lasers at them that make them talk like Yoda.
Hey, my circuit's electric blue just out to mine. I'm blind flying.
Away move before collide we!
Always with you what cannot be done. Do you nothing that I say?
Sit on floor and put together chair we will.
Pass curvy metal piece, you will.
Megatron attempts to steal the Negavator, but he is foiled by Ramjet.
I've got morons on my team.
That's what I used to say when I used to play Halo or some other competitive shooter. So it seems that the damage that he sustained has given Red a serious case of paranoia. And I love this little moment where Ironhide mistakes an actual fire chief's car for Red Alert.
Come on, Red. We'll take care of you. What's the matter? Can't you transform?
Hey, that's my car! Put it back where you found it!
Oh, sorry, Chief. It looked like a friend of mine.
Aww. I wish this sort of thing happened more often in Transformers. They are supposed to be robots in disguise, after all. I mean, why didn't we see this with Bumblebee and Captain Fanzone's car in Transformers Animated? Red Alert escapes the other Autobots by hiding out with Starscream. When they decide to call off the search and return to base, we can see that Optimus Prime has the Triforce on his arm. I wonder which piece of the Triforce he has. I guess Wisdom would make the most sense, what with him being the bearer of the Matrix and all. Starscream takes advantage of Red Alert's mental state, and the two of them go after the Negavator together.
Hurry, hoist.
Geez, Optimus, you could have waited until Hoist was out of there before lowering the gate. So, Red Alert and Starscream narrowly evade the base's ridiculous security system and reach the Negavator's chamber.
Stand aside, Red, old buddy. You're safe now. And Starscream is dust. Not so fast. Starscream's my partner.
I thought Inferno was your partner. More on that in a minute. For a brief moment, Starscream's eyes are miscolored blue instead of red. I know we often see Decepticon symbols miscolored red and stuff like that in this show, but I think it's much more rare to see a Transformer with the wrong colored eyes. So this really reminded me of Shattered Glass Starscream, which, to no one's surprise, is probably my favorite Shattered Glass character. Too bad I couldn't have gotten a pre-order in on that new Hasbro Pulse exclusive toy of his. Well, I probably could have, but shipping from Hasbro to Canada is just bonkers for some reason. We're right across the border from you guys, not on the moon. But anyways, I digress. Starscream shooting Red Alert with his null rays somehow stabilizes his mind enough that he now knows who his real friends are. And with Red in control of the Negavator, he scares off the Decepticons. But it seems that he wasn't bluffing about setting the device to self-destruct, as it explodes and Red Alert is trapped in the flames. Luckily, his good buddy Inferno comes and saves him. So this episode happily ends with Red Alert safe and sound in the arms of Inferno, a scene that no doubt launched many ships. This was a great episode of G1. I like how Red Alert kind of has this sort of spider sense power, and it was a great character building episode for him. Between this and his brief appearances in the War for Cybertron Netflix show, I'm really starting to become a fan of him. Plus, I'm a sucker for bots with the whole red and white color scheme, as you may have guessed. I'm definitely going to have to try and pick up his new toy that was recently leaked. And maybe a Kingdom Inferno to go with him. But yeah, this was a fun episode. Very different from what you usually see in the show. It's not often that the Autobots construct a new superweapon to use against the Decepticons. Usually, it's the other way around. So, as always, be sure to let me know what you thought of this G1 episode down in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and do all that other fun stuff. And I'll see you here next time for the next original Transformers series episode, Microbots. Oh man, this is definitely going to be an interesting one. There's a lot to talk about in this episode. So I'll see you back here next week for that.